Movie reviews. 1917 is the latest movie directed by Sam Mendes. Now, this won the Golden Globe for Best Director and Best Motion Picture Drama before it even had a wide release. So finally being able to see it, I can say that I get it. The plot from IMDb reads, two young British soldiers during the First World War are given an impossible mission: deliver a message deep in enemy territory that will stop 1,600 men and one of the soldiers' brothers from walking straight into a deadly trap. This movie is fantastic. Not only as a war movie, but as a cinematic experience. The two stars of this movie are Dean Charles Chapman and George MacKay, and they are given this order that they need to go deliver this message over enemy line. And ultimately, the movie kind of follows the two of them and their adventures through that. If anything, this doesn't really feel like a war movie, and I've seen a lot of people say this, so I'm just going to agree with that fact, but it feels like a video game in a sense. Following these two characters, they're going from mission to mission, trying to complete it, and once they do, they level up with the new gun or something like that, and it's actually a lot of fun if you view it like that. But that's not like a video game, is the stakes are real. This is war, and you are reminded of that. And war movies always have a powerful way to convey the humanity of a person, especially the main character. And this movie doesn't hold back at all, reminding you like, hey, this is real. These are real life people going through this thing. So let me just cut to the chase of why this movie is incredible. It is all done in one long continuous shot. Now, obviously, the movie wasn't actually filmed like that, but the way the camera works, it looks like it's just one take the entire movie. Now, this isn't new to cinema. We've seen this with movies like Gravity, Birdman, and so many others that you probably have seen. But I have to say, this is the greatest job I've ever seen in a movie. Going into it, I was trying to keep track of shots that I could kind of notice, okay, this is where I cut the camera. There were only 4 specific times where I noticed it either cut to black or maybe went through water so you can see where they, cut and then start a new shot. Other than that, I have no idea how they filmed this movie. There are shots where it looks like it's a steady cam and all of a sudden it just moves above a person's head or goes behind them and does a complete 360, and you're like, how on earth do they fit a set in this? Because we see a full panoramic view for the past 20 minutes and we don't see any set at all. All I'm saying is that when this comes out on DVD, I need to watch every single behind the scenes. I've already been looking, and it's just amazing the way that they were able to capture this experience. And it really does add a lot to it. I think it does make it feel like a video game even more because of this, but in the best way possible, because you're kind of just hovering over his shoulder. You feel like a character walking with them through this whole set. But the technical aspects aside, this movie does have heart and is very an emotional story, like many war movies are. It tells the cost of war, the lives that were laid down for this battle, and it's really this heartwarming message about two brothers trying to reconnect. The two leads were absolutely fantastic. And there's a lot of other notable actors you'll probably notice in this movie. Richard Madden, Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth, and so many others. There, at one point, I believe I read that there was 500 extras on a scene at one point. And again, this was one long shot. So the fact that they were able to just coordinate all these things, people running, bombs exploding, the camera following the main character, it is just a masterpiece in filmmaking. No doubt in my mind, this is going to be in the lead for Best Picture at the Oscars. You're going to want to get a head start and make sure you go see this movie. So I'm going to give it a 90 out of 100. Fantastic film, one of the best of the years, definitely one of the best going into Oscar season. If you follow me on Letterboxd, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. What do you think of 1917? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time.